Hello my viewers, welcome back to the channel. And by the video title, you know what this video is about. If you're watching this, I'm actually, probably the first time, well, most of the Steelers videos, I always record them the previous day, but this one right here is going to be uploaded as soon as I finish, so it's the same day, but you guys probably see it within the hour. But today's video is about Chase Young. So the Pittsburgh Steelers trade for Chase Young. Chase Young, as you guys know, was I believe he's the second, he's the second overall pick. Second overall pick a couple years ago in the draft in 2020, I believe so. You know, from was it Oklahoma? We recorded 30 sacks. He's a very good player. Went out there and played amazing football for Washington his first year, accumulating 7.5 sacks. And he also hit the Pro Bowl, and he also was Defensive Rookie of the Year. And he was amazing, and he was on trajectory to be, big time. That was the same year, I believe, that the Washington football team made the playoffs, right? Was that year? I think it was that year. And made the playoffs. And that was actually the year that our Steelers lost when we was 11-0. Lost to the Washington Commanders as well. Like that. I said football team last time. I mean Washington Commanders. I think at the time they was the football team. I think they was transitioning and finding the name when they was trying to get rid of Snyder. But I think that was the time when they beat us. That was a crazy game. That was one of the worst games I've seen. Very wacky game. All those different plays. I still remember like it was yesterday. I remember Big Ben throwing the ball to, I think it was, what's his name? The running back that we used to have who was always injured. He was the backup running back. What's his name? The backup running back with the dreads. He had the dreads. He had speed. He was from Maryland because they said Matt Canada and him. Matt Canada knew him because he was from Maryland. He was running back from Maryland. I forgot his name. But when we had him and he had some speed. I remember Big Ben threw the ball to him on fourth down and get it. I remember at the goal line, we got stuffed multiple times. I don't know what was happening in that game, and we just ran out of gas, and then we got beat. That was Alex Smith was on one leg and still beat us. But yeah, that I think in 2020, Chase Young had a very good year. 7.5 sacks like that. A Pro Bowl, the Offensive Rookie of the Year. He brought a different swagger, he brought a different element to the team. Because sometimes you just need that. You need that somebody who could bring that extra oomph to the team. He brought, of course, his skill set, his work ethic, and his presence, his swagger. He brought all that to the team, and it just like kind of changed Washington. The Washington defense was eating, it was feasting out there, all those guys. But then in 2021, he had the tragic knee injury. And tore his ACL, and it was a grade level 3 ACL tear, and he's been out for a while. And in 2022, I believe he only played 2 games at the end of the year, a little bit like that. So he wasn't really able to play the entirety of the season like that. It was a bad ACL tear, and Washington Commanders elected to not pick up his 5th-year option. So now he's most likely they did say they want to keep him around. They said they liked him. They want to keep him around as well, but they didn't pick up his 5th-year option because they're trying to probably work a deal out and see how things shape out and stuff. But Chase Young, they also did say in the report that Washington will be listening to suitors for Chase Young as well, like that. But Chase Young, I feel like the Steelers was to go out there and get him the way Mr. Khan and Coach Tomlin and going out there and just going to get the guys they need and adding those pieces, it would be nice and be a good addition. I know the Steelers D-line is already good. The D-end, you got Larry O.G., of course we got Cam Hayward and stuff like that. I thought so the Steelers D-linemen, we got good depth of D-linemen. DeMarvin Leal's a good guy too as well. You got Keanu Bidden. He's a defensive tackle, so it's a little different. But Chase Young's a defensive end, so it'll be actually good to add him on like that. And he's only 24 years old too. And most likely would take probably a 2nd or 3rd round pick. Maybe I don't know if you can get away with a 4th. Most likely not. It probably gonna take because he was a 2nd overall pick. It's not like he's a terrible player. It's just like the injury that happened to him, it just took him out for almost like a year and a half. You haven't really seen him too much. But I think a 2nd round or 3rd rounder like that, maybe be able to trade for him and get him and then see how things work out. And look at it like this. I know Cam Hayward is an amazing player. He's still playing good. Larry O.G. is good too. But Cam Hayward getting a little older like that. I think Cam Hayward got some good years left in him though. He probably got 3. I said because the way he plays, the way he keeps himself in shape, and the tenacity and the energy he play with, he rarely get, I don't want to say injured because I don't want nobody to get hurt like that. I mean, knock on some wood. But he rarely get hurt. But I think Cam Hayward got 2 or 3 years left in him. 3 years left in him like that. We got to get Cam Hayward a ring, man. Cam Hayward he's been the definition of a true Pittsburgh Steeler and been the foundation for the team for quite some time. And he's very underrated. He's a multiple-time All-Pro, multiple-time Pro Bowler like that. But I feel like he still don't get the recognition that he earned. And him getting the championship would be magical, would be amazing like that. That would be, he's already a Hall of Famer, future Hall of Famer in my opinion. But him getting the championship will put the extra stamp on it like that as well. I think adding Chase Young to the mix, learning, like Chase Young was already a good player. Learning behind Cam Hayward going to even make him even better, and him being able to come in and do some stuff for us. And the more the better, like that. I know he's come off the injury and he didn't play too much last year. He only played two games last year, so you can ease him into things and you can like bounce him around. You have that elite level depth. Imagine Chase Young, Cam Hayward, Larry O.G., Alex Highsmith and T.J. Watt, DeMarvin Leal. You got Keanu Benton in the front too as well. That'll be a nice front. That'd be a nice front. You have a lot of guys up front who can get after the quarterback, who can stop the run, and that defense. Our defense is already elite. Adding a guy like Chase Young will make us the #1 defense. I believe we probably. I put us top 3. I don't know exactly where we'll land because the Eagles defense is very good. The 49ers defense is very good as well too, like that. And I think the Steelers probably 3rd. Maybe can move up. Maybe can have a debate. Are they better than the 49ers defense like that? But I think the 49ers and Eagles defense is a little better at that. But if you add a guy Chase Young, you're bona fide #1 in defense because that right there would be a great addition. I don't know what it'll take. I don't know if it's going to happen. I know people have been mentioning Dalvin Cook coming to the Steelers. I don't see that one happen. I think the Chase Young one is more likely to happen than the Dalvin Cook one. Dalvin Cook come to the Steelers. That would be great because you have Najee and Dalvin Cook. Imagine that combination. You have 2 different guys who play different styles. Najee being a power back, being a downhill bell cow back, and then Dalvin Cook being the elusive, explosive back. You give him the different things outside the numbers and stuff like that, be able to run and to run after the catch, and occasionally too, in the screens. They should run. The Vikings used to run those screen passes on the running back screens, and Dalvin Cook just used to go crazy and used to eat things up. And remember, we came to Minnesota a couple years ago. I remember Dalvin Cook rushed for 200 yards on this. So Dalvin Cook would be great, but I don't think the Steelers would do that, though. I think with Jaylen Warren being there, you can save money because Jaylen Warren, you've seen him play last year. You're like, oh, he got a little splash to him. He can make some plays. The more opportunities and maybe like more experience, he might be something good. So you might want to wait and see what he has to offer too as well this year. But I think the Chase Young one could be actually a possibility. So let me know in the comment section what you guys think. Should the Steelers trade for Chase Young? And what do you think he's going to take? I think he'll probably take, I say 2. The second round pick, I say probably, it might ask for 2 picks. It might be a either second round and like a 6th rounder or something like that, or a 3rd rounder and like a 5th. I think a 3rd rounder and a 4th, something like that. It might be something like that in that range. But I think it's gonna take 2 picks. But it's not gonna be no 1st round pick. I think it might be something where you might get a deal on them by say, hey, we'll give you guys a 2nd round pick and we'll give you a 7th round pick or something like that. And I think they'll take that, or just a 2nd round straight up like that. But it'll be worth it because you're getting a guy who's 24 years old, who's a former Pro Bowler. When the last time he was healthy, he was a former Pro Bowler. He was 24 years old, who's finally healed from his injury like that. We don't see how he look as well. And you're getting a guy who's going to be very good for your team, and especially surrounded by greatness with the Pittsburgh defense already have. It's going to be nice. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think, and I'll see you guys next time on the channel. Peace out.